Alright guys, I don't want to be that guy who just puts out one political video after another, so I'm gonna speed run my takes on political events from the last couple weeks. First we have Donald Trump's little narcissistic meltdown against Zelensky.
What we're gonna feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're gonna feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influenced.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel
Anyone who's ever dealt with a narcissist or a sociopath before should recognize that tone he's taking very well.
Beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the
cards.
cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
You would be nothing without me, and you need to be grateful, and I dare you to try to do things without my help. It's all very, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if this is how Donald Trump talks to his wife after he gets done beating her.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
Okay, for legal reasons, that's a joke. It could be how he talks to her before he beats her. In J.D. Vance, when Zelensky tries to argue back, he cuts him off with that corny ass, "Have you said thank you even once?"
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No.
Bro, just from you saying that, we all know how you were raised. And that's really the thing about this. It has the same vibe as, like, a couple of narcissistic parents, how they react the first time they lose an argument to their teenage son. Like, let's break it down, okay? First, Zelensky starts making a point that Trump wasn't prepared for. And then Trump starts hee-hawing like a jackass, going, no, wrong, you're in no place to say that. And then he starts the ego tripping, he starts the power trip bullshit, the you should thank us, you would be nothing without us. Zelensky starts to argue back, and then Donald Trump's wife, J.D. Vance, chimes in to shoot that down and run damage control for him. Like, it doesn't surprise me that that's how these two learn to be, because I would imagine that's how every little Republican boy is raised, and that's why they turn out the way they do. I used to fall in with all kinds of wrong crowds, and let me tell you, I know how to recognize a sociopath or a narcissist by their behavior pretty easily, and I can just see through this clear as day. This was just desperation to regain control because they figured out that they had underestimated Zelensky. You see, what Donald Trump doesn't want anyone to figure out is that he's actually terrified of Putin. I don't know what kind of dirt Putin has on him, but Trump is terrified to go head-to-head with him. And he actually feels slighted by the fact that the head of a much smaller country doesn't have that same fear. So he thinks, okay, well, I can't be better, so I'm gonna try to humble the guy who's bolder than I am. That's exactly what this is, and he thought he would be an easy target to extort, and turns out he wasn't. So he goes, oh shit, now I have to scramble to regain control, and that's what he was doing. That's why he was hee-hawing like a jackass, trying not to let him speak. That's why they were ganging up on him. That's why he was trying so fucking hard to enforce this hierarchy onto him. Donald Trump doesn't want to admit that he fears Vladimir Putin. On a sort of less serious note, my next point is this. MAGA women.
Because you are hounds in the media who are so obsessed with this for some reason.
They rub me the wrong way. There's just something about them that is especially off-putting. And I think it's the same reason why I don't like those liberal white men with extreme white guilt who always hate on their own race. I just think anyone who is too excited to be a traitor to their own demographic is kind of a weaselly and untrustworthy little shitbag. And Caroline Leavitt, okay, there is a special place in hell for Caroline Leavitt. She seems like her whole approach to her job is to just gaslight the media and browbeat the media in order to keep the conversation limited to these very narrow guidelines that she and her handlers have determined are acceptable.
There are so many bigger things in the world than who the Doge administrator is, but for some reason, everybody in the press corps is so obsessed with this that you were incessantly asking, so we thought, okay, we will be transparent. So now you know who it is. Any further questions?
Anytime anyone tries to go off the script of sucking Trump's dick, she will start hee-hawing at them the same way Trump does. This is usually the behavior of someone who knows that their power and prestige is mostly an illusion. Like, there's a whole archetype in any kind of office job of, like, the woman who just takes pride in being fucking difficult, and Caroline Leavitt is that to a T. Just gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, just all the way. Trump's new tariffs on Mexico and Canada took place, and I hope you all enjoy the taste of dirt cookies, cause you ain't having real food for a fucking while. Here's the thing about Trump's tariffs. I work in international trade compliance. I have for a while. And everyone who knows how tariffs work knows that this is going to be terrible for everybody, okay? Unless you already have a decent paying job in a stable field, it's over for you, dude. Like, you're fucked. If you work in an especially vulnerable field, like if you work in an automotive plant, with what this is gonna do to the automotive industry, oh my god. You might as well move out of your house right now, pack up all your shit, turn up at Trump Tower, and start demanding that he accommodate you there, because Donald Trump basically just foreclosed on your house. And you know what? He owes you compensation. Whether you voted for him or not, he owes you compensation for what he's just done to you. You are going to lose your house within the next couple years if he doesn't change this retarded course he's on. And finally, people are starting to vandalize Teslas and burn down their charging stations. And I think that's pretty cool.